Welcome back to our channel Resilient Minds. Imagine this. You're sitting across from a woman who has you completely captivated. She's not just beautiful, there's something about her presence, her energy that makes time feel like it's moving in slow motion. Now, what if I told you that just a few carefully chosen words could make her feel the exact same way about you? Sounds like magic, right? But here's the harsh truth. Most guys miss this opportunity entirely. They rely on tired cliches and empty flattery, thinking a simple "you're beautiful" will do the trick. Spoiler alert, it won't. The real secret lies in delivering compliments that go beyond the surface. Compliments that cut through the noise and speak directly to her soul. See, what women truly crave isn't validation of their looks, but recognition of who they are beneath the surface. And that's where the power of Stoic wisdom comes in. The ancient Stoics knew that the quality of your words reflects the quality of your thoughts, and in the game of add-action words are everything. Today, I'm going to reveal the top 4 forbidden compliments that not only make women notice you, but also create a lasting magnetic attraction. These are not your run-of-the-mill compliments. They are psychological triggers that, when used correctly, can rewire how she sees you. So stick around, because what I'm about to share could very well change the way you connect with a woman forever. And hey, if you're ready to transform your mindset and master the art of attraction through Stoic philosophy, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon. Let's aim for 1,000 likes and unlock the secrets of building powerful connections. Sound fair enough? Let's get one thing straight. Compliments are not just a way to make a woman smile. They are a powerful tool for creating a connection that goes far beyond the surface. When used correctly, the right compliment can trigger an emotional response, one that makes her feel truly seen, valued, and yes, even a little obsessed with you. But here's the problem. Most guys are playing the compliment game on the easiest difficulty setting, and they're still losing. They throw out generic lines like "you're beautiful" or "I love your smile," hoping for a spark. But here's the brutal truth. These compliments rarely leave a lasting impression. Why? Because they're surface level, forgettable, and frankly lazy. Women hear these things all the time. What they don't hear enough are compliments that speak to their inner world, to the parts of themselves that they guard closely and only share with those they trust. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism can elevate your game. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts in the same way. The success of your relationships depends on the quality of your words." Stoics believe in speaking with intention and depth, choosing words that add value and reflect a deeper understanding of the world and the people around them. When you learn to give compliments that go beyond the obvious, you're not just saying something nice, you're planting a seed in her mind, a thought that replays long after you're gone, a feeling that lingers, making her wonder why you stand out when everyone else just blends into the background. And that, my friend, is where the real power lies. Stick with me, because now we're diving into the 4 forbidden hidden compliments that will make her see you in a way she's never seen any man before. Let's dive straight. Compliment into the first forbidden compliment. The way you stay calm under pressure is something I really admire. Now, this might not sound as flashy as "you're gorgeous," but trust me, this one hits differently. Why? Because while most men are busy complimenting her looks, you are recognizing something far more valuable. Her inner strength. Women face pressures every single day. Say, whether it's balancing a career, managing family expectations, or simply dealing with the daily chaos of life, staying composed is no small feat when you acknowledge her ability to remain calm. Under pressure, you're telling her, "I see you. I see the strength that others overlook, and that my friend is gold." Imagine this scenario. She just got off a stressful work call. You can tell it wasn't easy, but she handled it with grace. Instead of saying something generic like, "I hope you're okay," you say, "I really admire how calm you stayed through all of that." Most people would have crumbled, but you handled it like a boss. Suddenly you're not just the guy who noticed her, you're the guy who gets her. And here's where Stoicism ties in. Beautifully, the Stoics believe that true strength lies in mastering one's emotions. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way by complementing her calmness." You're not only recognizing a powerful trait, but also aligning with a core Stoic principle, embracing challenges as opportunities to demonstrate inner strength. But here's a pro tip. Timing is everything. You can't just drop this compliment out of nowhere. It needs to feel earned and authentic. Use it when she's actually demonstrated her composure, whether it's during a tough day at work, handling a personal crisis, or even navigating a stressful social situation. When timed WR, this compliment doesn't just boost her confidence. It reinforces that you are a high-value man who sees beyond the surface. Now let's take it a step further when you give this compliment. Make sure your tone matches your words. It should be calm, sincere, and a little bit understated. You want her to feel that you're observing, not evaluating. The magic happens when she senses that you truly admire her strength. Not because it benefits you, but because it's a rare and beautiful quality in its own right. A lot of guys think attraction is about creating fireworks, but the truth is, the real spark happens in the quiet moments. When she feels seen and understood, that's when you become unforgettable. So next time you're with a woman who handles pressure like a pro, don't just notice it. Acknowledge it and watch as she starts to see you in a whole new light. But that's just the start. We've got 3 more forbidden compliments to cover. And trust me, they only get better from here. Stick around. Because the next one is all about recognizing what truly makes her tick. And it's a game changer. All right? Let's move on to the second forbidden compliment. I admire how dedicated you are to what you do. The way you talk about your passion is truly inspiring. This isn't your average compliment. It's not just about telling her she's smart or hard work. It's about showing her that you see what drives her, that spark in her eye when she talks about her goals, her dreams, or that side project she's been pouring her soul into. Most guys, they'll can along and say, "That's cool." But you're going to show her that you really get it. Think about it. Everyone wants to feel valued for more than just what's on the surface. When you acknowledge her passions, you're telling her, "I see beyond the obvious. I see the real you." And trust me, that's rare, because the truth is, most people are too wrapped up in their own world to genuinely appreciate what makes someone else tick. Here's an example. Imagine she's telling you about her latest art project, a charity event she's organising, or how she's been learning a new skill, instead of the generic, "That's awesome. Try this," the way you light up. When you talk about your art is captivating. It's rare to see someone so passionate. It's truly inspiring. Do you see the difference? This compliment is not just acknowledging her passion, but also reflecting back to her the energy she puts out into the world. It makes her feel seen, understood, and importantly, it validates something deeper than her appearance. And here's where Stoicism amplifies the impact the Stoics teach us about living with purpose and aligning our actions with our core values. When you admire her dedication, you're showing that you appreciate virtues that Stoics hold: old, dear, commitment, discipline, and living with intention. You're not just a guy trying to impress her. You're a man who respects and cherishes the beauty of a purposeful life. But timing again is key. You can't just throw this compliment out randomly. It needs to come when she's genuinely sharing something about herself. When she's vulnerable, excited, or proud. That's when your words will land with the most impact. And here's a pro tip. Follow up with curiosity. Ask her more about her passions. What got her into it? What she loves most about it? What her biggest challenge has been. This not only deepens the conversation, but also reinforces that. Your compliment was genuine, not just a passing remark. A lot of guys stay in the shallow end of the pool. But if you're ready to dive deeper, this is how you do it. You make her feel that her passions matter, that her voice is heard, and that she is valued, not just for who she is today, but for who she is becoming. And speaking of becoming, the next compliment is all about recognizing her journey, celebrating not just who she is, but how far she's come. Stay with me, because this next one is a true game share. Now let's dive into the third forbidden compliment. I'm so impressed by how hard you're working. It's amazing to see your commitment paying off. You see, most people are quick to celebrate big wins, the promotions, the awards, the obvious achievements. But only a few truly appreciate the journey, the countless small steps that lead to those victories. When you acknowledge her progress, not just the end result, you're setting yourself apart from the crowd. You're showing her that you see the effort, the grind, the perseverance, the things most people overlook. Think about it. When was the last time someone noticed how much work she put into that presentation at work, how dedicated she was to finishing that side project, or even how disciplined she's been with her fitness goals? Probably not. Often, most people will only celebrate the big reveal, but you're the guy who notices the hustle, the late nights, and the quiet moments of persistence. Imagine this. She's been putting in extra hours at work, or maybe she's been training for a marathon. Instead of waiting until she crosses the finish line, say something like, "I see how much effort you've been putting in." It's inspiring to watch someone so committed to their growth. This isn't just a compliment. It's recognition, it's validation, and it's showing her that you respect the process, not just the product. And here's where Stoicism adds another layer of depth. The Stoics believed in the journey over the destination. As Seneca wisely said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. When you celebrate her progress, you are aligning with this Stoic principle. You're showing her that the real victory lies in the discipline, the resilience, and the courage to keep going, even when the results aren't immediate. But let's get practical. The key to delivering this compliment effectively is timing. It needs to come at a moment when she feels a bit worn out, or maybe even doubts whether her efforts are worth it. When she feels seen during those vulnerable moments, your words will resonate on a much deeper level. And this is not about overdoing it. It's not about praising every little achievement, but choosing those moments that truly matter, when she needs a reminder of how far she's come. A powerful twist is to make your compliment specific. Instead of saying, you're doing great, try, "I remember when you started this project," and seeing how much you've grown since then is honestly inspiring. This not only shows that you've been paying attention, but also reinforces that her progress isn't going unnoticed. Attraction is not just about making her feel good in the moment. It's about building a connection that stands the test of time when you're the person who recognizes and celebrates her journey. You become someone she wants to keep around. Because let's face it, appreciation is rare, and those who offer it are even rarer, but don't go anywhere yet. The last forbidden compliment is by far the most powerful and the boldest. It's about acknowledging something most guys shy away from: her flaws. Trust me, when done right. This one is a game. Let's get into it, all right? We've arrived at the fourth and boldest forbidden compliment. I love how you're not afraid to embrace your flaws. It shows how real and confident you are. This is not your everyday compliment. It's risky, it's raw, and when delivered correctly, it's incredibly powerful. Why? Because while most guys focus on highlighting her strengths, very few dare to acknowledge and appreciate her imperfections. But here's the secret. True confidence is not about being perfect. It's about being real. And nothing says, "I see the real you," more than admiring her ability to own her dark side. We all have flaws, insecurities, and messy parts of our lives, but society often presses women to hide these parts, to always present a polished and perfect image. When you come in and say, I love how you're not afraid to show the imperfect side of you. You are giving her a rare and precious gift permission to be herself, unapologetically. Imagine this. She's just opened up to you about a past mistake, a struggle she's been through, or even a quirky habit she's a little embarrassed about. Most guys would try to brush it off or quickly change the subject to avoid discomfort. But you lean in and say, the fact that you're so honest about this makes you even more amazing. It's refreshing to meet someone so real. What you're doing here is more than just giving a compliment. You're building trust. You're showing her that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. You're positioning yourself as a safe space, someone she can open up to without fear of judgment. And that, my friend, is an attraction on a whole different level. From a Stoic perspective, this ties directly into the idea of amati, the love of fate, including its imperfections. The Stoics believe that we should embrace life as it is, including the parts of ourselves we might not be proud of. As Epicurus said, men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take of them. When you admire her flaws, you are showing that your view of her isn't clouded by societal expectations, but grounded in genuine appreciation. But remember, this compliment requires finesse. You must choose your moment wisely. It works best when she's already showing vulnerability, when she's sharing a story or admitting something most people would try to hide. And when you say it, your tone should be calm and sincere. You're not trying to fix her or play the hero. You're simply acknowledging and valuing her authenticity. The truth is, most guys stay in the shallow waters, afraid to navigate the deeper, more complex parts of who she is. But if you want to stand out, if you want to create a connection that's built on more than just attraction, you need to go deeper. You need to show her that you see all of her, the light and the dark, and that both are beautiful. And here's the kicker. When a woman feels truly accepted, not just in her best moments, but also in her darkest ones, she will naturally gravitate towards you. Because deep down, we're all looking for that one person who sees the real us and still chooses to stay. We've covered a lot. But before we wrap this up, there's one more thing you need to know. The mistakes most guys make when giving compliments and how to avoid them. Stick around, because this could make or break your game. Now that you've got 4 powerful forbidden compliments in your arsenal, let's talk about what not to do, because here's the harsh truth. Even the best compliment can fall flat or worse backfire. If delivered the wrong way, the first mistake most guys make is overusing compliments when every other sentence is a compliment. It doesn't feel special anymore. It starts to come off as needy or insincere, like you're trying too hard to win her over. Instead, choose your moments wisely. Compliments should feel earned, not forced. Another common mistake is being too generic. Telling her you're beautiful is nice, but it's also something she's heard a million Hawaiian times before. Instead, go deeper. Compliment something unique about her. Something not everyone notices. This shows that you're genuinely paying attention and not just throwing out empty flattery. And perhaps the biggest mistake of all is complimenting with an agenda. If your goal is to get her to like you or to gain something in return, she'll sense it. Women are incredibly intuitive about this. A real compliment is about giving, not taking. It's about showing appreciation, not seeking validation. The key is to make your compliment feel natural and authentic. Let them flow from a place of genuine admiration, not a scripted play to impress. When you get this right, your words become more than just compliments. They become moments of real connection. And speaking of connection, let's wrap this up with some final thoughts and a powerful takeaway that will change the way you approach relationships. Forever, stick around, because this last part is the cherry on conclusion making an unforgettable impression. Top. So there you have it, the 4 forbidden compliments that go far beyond the surface and create real lasting connections. We've covered everything from admiring her inner strength to celebrating her passions, recognizing her progress, and even embracing her flaws. These aren't just compliments, they're gateways to deeper, more meaningful relationships. The truth is, most guys are stuck in a cycle of empty flattery, hoping a simple "you're beautiful" will open doors. But a high-value man, a true Stoic, understands that real attraction isn't about validation, it's about recognition. It's about showing her that you see who she truly is, not just what the world sees on the outside. When you master the art of giving genuine, thoughtful compliments, you're not just making her feel good in the moment. You're planting a seed in her mind, creating a lasting impression that keeps you in her thoughts long after the conversation is over. You become that rare man who understands the power of words and uses them with wisdom and intention. But before you go, I want to hear from you. Which of these compliments surprised you the most? Drop a comment below with, "I get it now." And let's dive deeper into this together. And if you learned something valuable today, smash that like button and subscribe for more. Timeless wisdom and game-changing insights. Let's hit 1,000 likes and continue mastering relationships through the lens of Stoic philosophy. Until next time, stay strong, stay wise, and remember, the quality of your word shapes the quality of your